What is up, friends, and welcome to the final week of the RGBL. So we had a 1 week break because our opponent last week has, I guess, dropped out of the league. So we did not get to play our Week 7 match, but we are coming in with the final week of the regular season, Week 8 of the RGBL, and just going to go over the our opponent's team for the last week. It's going to be Mia and the London Lichen Rocks. And you can see their team in the bottom right corner, consisting of Darkrai, Gliscor, Scizorb, Cinderace, Terra Jolteon with Terra Electric, Ice, or Water. Definitely a scary Pokemon there for a Terra Captain. Sableye, Tinkaton, Araquanid, which is also a scary thing to face because of webs. And then a Terra Colossal with Terra Rock, Grass, or Fairy typings. That thing can be super bulky, and another really good Terra Captain to be able to change from that bad defensive typing to some pretty good defensive typings. And it's got some crazy defensive stats. It's got the Terrakion, our Iron Boulder's little brother, right? And the Quillfish. So, before we jump into what we're going to be bringing, you should be familiar with our full roster by now, but I want to look at, just give you guys a showing of this game doesn't matter too much for us. This is our current standings for the league. We are, you see Richmond Rillaboom sitting at the #1 spot, baby. We're coming for the #1 spot. We're at plus 18 differential and 6-1, and the #2 second ranked team is 5-2 at plus 13. And they're the only team within striking distance of potentially getting into the first place. But we could conceivably win, or we could conceivably lose in the final week and still end the season at #1. We would have to lose by a pretty decent margin, and the Cherums and Cardcaptor would have to win by a good margin to overtake us. So either way, I'm not super concerned about that. Either whether we finish first or second doesn't really matter a whole lot to me. We don't have any like buys in playoffs in this league, so it's all the same to me whether we're facing, the #7 seed or #8 seed. So all that to say, this game doesn't matter too much. So I didn't put a whole lot of like the same kind of like usual thought and preparation that I put into like team building, because it just doesn't matter that much. So I didn't want to overthink it. And we're not even like I don't think that the Lichen Rocks. Well, I guess they do have a shot of making playoffs. Um, but yeah, so if they do beat us, they could have a shot at making playoffs. So that's kind of all the more reason to not like. If I'm gonna be facing them like 1 week from now in playoffs, I don't really want to be bringing like my best sets possible against them. So I'm just kind of threw kind of a wonky team together. But this is cool too. Looking at the MVP leaderboard, we got Iron Boulder up there. Unfortunately, we got hurt in the MVP race last week by not playing a match. Kind of fell behind. Iron Boulder's been at the top there, but Kiram came through and had a crazy game of like getting like 6 kills, I think, in its last match. So it jumped right to the top. And Iron Boulder got kind of robbed because we didn't get to play. But 11-1 still really good. Maybe we can get some more, put in some more work in this final week. So let's see what we're bringing. I'm just going to go through this quickly, starting with our lead, Vikavolt. This thing, the plan is just to like lead with this, get up webs, get up a light screen, and then just probably just either let it get knocked out, or I might just like Terra Blast the Gliscor. I want to see like if I don't Terra into Fairy and I just let the Terra Blast be like a normal attack against Gliscor, which would be the probable thing to come in on this. Yeah, I mean, I could like potentially at least wear the glide score down a bit. Because the thing is, like, once webs are up and like I get a light screen up, like a long 8-turn light screen, I don't really need this so much. And then the other thing is I don't have like a lot of switch ins to glide score, so yeah, I could even maybe instead of volt switch, I could have like baton pass. Um, that's a thought. But anyway, here I'm overthinking it when I just said I wasn't gonna overthink it. Um, so yeah, this is basically just there to be a lead and like get up a screen, possibly get up webs. Webs would be really good if I get them up. I do have to consider that they have a Cinderace that can potentially court change webs back to my side, and they also have a Raquanid, which could be their lead, wanting to get up webs as well. So that's kind of the thought there. Um, Speaking of him maybe being able to send the webs back over or put up webs of his own, I'm bringing the Rapid Spin on our Megadon here, and the Funky set here. Originally I had Terrain Extender, but I'm bringing Electric Terrain uh, Megadon this week with Max Attack, Ice Spinner for the Gliscor, and for pretty good damage against most things, and then Supercell Slam is there to hit that Araquanid really hard, especially if the electric terrain is coming. Could potentially just knock that thing out if it doesn't have a lot of bulk on it. But the electric terrain is to benefit both Megadon itself, give it that speed boost, and also give the speed boost to our Iron Boulder. Iron Boulder is running max attack, jolly nature, and just outspeeding Cinderace. And we've got the Mighty Cleave, Earthquake, Iron Defense, and Swords Dance. Um, so Iron Defense is there because we were running Weakness Policy. Because he has things like Scizor and things like a Darkrai, which can potentially outspeed us, will probably outspeed us. And he also has like Gliscor, which can probably take a Mighty Cleave. It might even take like a +2 Mighty Cleave. We want to run Iron Defense to be able to take one of those super effective hits, like an Earthquake from Gliscor or like a Bully Punch from Scizor, and get potentially up to +4 if we've been able to get a Swords Dance up as well. And then, the hope is with a +2 or +4 attack and a speed boost, can just kind of lay waste to his team with Mighty Cleave and Earthquake. So that's the thought behind this set this week, and the electric terrain just helping to get that speed boost. So those are like kind of late game options. Hydreigon is here just to have some kind of potential like Dark Pulse switch in for Darkrai. And then the Chople Berry is in case that thing wants to like try to hit me with a Focus Blast after a Dark Pulse. Taunt is there for in case like Araquanid does have really good special defense typically. So if that thing wants to come in on our Hydreigon and try to get up webs, we can taunt it to at least prevent webs, and then just get out of there. Duraludon is a really good switch into Araquanid. It could take those bug and water type moves really well. Duraludon or Optimus is Terra Dragon this week, just to be able to get rid of that steel typing and be able to take like anything from the Cinderace, take fire moves better because we resist them, and then and remove the fighting weakness in case it wants to have like high jump kick or low kick. And light metal is the ability which will make low kick do even less. And the cool thing is with if I Terra into Dragon, this with like 104 special attack investment, the Terra Draco Meteor can like potentially one-shot Gliscor, depending on its investment. So that's really good, and it can one-shot a lot of things on his team. So that's nice, and Dragon Tail is just nice for like phasing things after rocks. Yeah, Duraludon's always good. And then we got a crazy Rillaboom set with Bulk Up, Grassy Seed, Acrobatics, High Horsepower, and Grassy Glide. So this is there really to just kind of break early game. It could be, like I said, I don't really have a lot of like Gliscor switch-ins, so it might be forced to bring this in on a Gliscor. If it only has like knockoff and earthquake, take either one of those really easily, or rock move, get that defense boost, get a bulk up, and then especially if webs are already up, this thing really breaks a lot of things on his team. After a bulk up, I could take like a choice band. I could take a choice band Pyro Ball from Cinderace at +2 defense, you know, with the Grassy Seed defense boost and the bulk up. And I can do a lot of damage to like things like Darkrai with a +1 Grassy Glide. Can do a lot of damage to pretty much everything if I'm able to get this thing going. So yeah, likely things that I would set up on would be like I said, the Gliscor, or yeah. So that's the team. Like I said, really didn't think about it a whole lot. I just wanted to run some things that seemed kind of fun. That the electric terrain seemed like a cool idea that I've been wanting to try. Grassy Seed Rillaboom is cool with bulk up, and yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Weakness policy, like all of these things, kind of like could work really well or could just not work at all, and it doesn't really matter so much because like I don't really care if I lose, because it doesn't really matter for final standings. So that's the team playing the match later tonight. So we'll see how it goes, and I will catch you guys in the live battle. Peace.